Oh, my brilliant and fearless audience. You've gathered here once again, hungry for a taste of the unpredictable, a glimpse into the raw power of being untouchable. You're here to witness the dance of those who dared to test the waters, unaware that they were swimming straight into a tempest. So let me take you on a journey, a tale of miscalculation and sheer audacity. If only they had read the signs, taken a moment to comprehend the force they were up against, they'd have realized this crossing you is an error only the reckless dare to make. Picture this: they approach with a syrupy grin, their voices smooth and their intentions sharper than they appear. They think they can toy with you, press a button here, tug a string there, mistaking your calm for weakness, your composure for passivity. Maybe it starts with a sly comment, an almost imperceptible dig, the kind that barely registers to most. But oh, they don't know, do they? Every little jab, every veiled insult is a step closer to awakening something primal, something fierce, a storm that has been biding its time, waiting for the perfect moment to break loose. And then comes the reckoning. They didn't read the fine print, didn't realize the game they were playing wasn't theirs to win. They assumed you played by the rules, their rules. But here's the twist: the rules don't matter when you're the one who creates them. My dear audience, you understand what I'm talking about. You felt it too. That moment when the endless poking and prodding finally snaps your inner restraint. That moment when you let the facade slip, revealing the storm that's been simmering just beneath the surface. There's a wicked beauty in it, isn't there? Letting them believe they're in control, allowing them to tread further into the web they never saw coming. They think they're clever, that they're playing you, but each step is just another knot tightening around their own undoing. Like a spider watching its prey, you wait calm, calculated, until their confidence begins to crumble. And oh, the look in their eyes when they realize they've wandered too far, that the game was never in their favor. It's priceless. But this isn't about brute force, no, that's for the unimaginative. True power is subtle, refined. It's in the precision of every move. It's in letting them think they've won, only to reveal, far too late, that they were merely pieces on a board you've been commanding all along. By the time they grasp the truth, the blade is already twisted, the ground beneath them has given way, and they're plummeting into a pit of their own making. The beauty lies in the simplicity. You don't need to shout, to break a sweat, or even lift a finger. All it takes is a nudge here, a whisper there, and their house of cards collapses under its own weight. The more they struggle, the deeper they sink, ensnared by their own arrogance. They thought they could handle you, thought they were prepared for the dark. But what they didn't realize is that you are the dark. And oh, how the transformation unfolds. Watching them go from smug to shaken, from brazen to broken, it's a performance, a masterpiece, and you are the maestro orchestrating their fall. Each misstep, each miscalculation is a note in the symphony of their unraveling. They came to play, but they were never equipped for the depth of this game. When the dust settles and the last card falls, they'll finally understand. They'll see that challenging you was never about winning or losing, it was a lesson, a brutal reminder that storms aren't meant to be tamed. And some storms, my friends, leave nothing but destruction in their wake. So to those who dare, to the ones foolish enough to think they can toy with fire and walk away unscathed, consider this your final warning. Step carefully, because the next time you cross that line, the storm won't be so kind. And to you, my extraordinary audience, the next time someone thinks they can outplay you, let them smile, watch, and let them dance straight into their own ruin. Because we warned them, didn't we? This game was rigged from the start, and only a fool would dare to play. But let's not stop there, my relentless audience, because the best part of the storm is what comes after. When the sky's clear and the wreckage is all that remains, the echoes of your power linger, haunting those who dared to cross you. They won't speak of it openly. No, shame and fear make cowards of the boldest fools. But in the quiet corners of their minds, they'll replay every step, every mistake, every warning they ignored, and they'll shudder. Because here's the truth they'll carry like a scar. It wasn't luck that unraveled them. It wasn't chaos. It was you, calculated, deliberate, unyielding. You didn't just beat them, you dismantled them, piece by piece, without ever losing your poise. And now, every time they see your name, every time your shadow crosses their path, they'll remember. They'll feel the weight of what it means to face a force they never truly understood. Do you feel it, my audience? That surge of power coursing through you? That's the energy of someone who refuses to be underestimated. That's the essence of someone who rewrites the rules, shatters expectations, and leaves nothing but awe in their wake. The world loves to test you, to see if they can bend you, break you, but you've shown them. You're unshakable, unbreakable. And the storm isn't just a warning, it's who you are. So when the next challenger steps forward, let them come. Let them weave their little schemes, thinking they're steps ahead. Let them bask in their illusion of control, oblivious to the inevitability of their fall. Because you don't need to chase them, confront them, or even acknowledge their game. All you need to do is stand firm. The storm doesn't chase, it waits. And when the time comes, it destroys. And here's the final twist. The part that no one sees coming. You don't just leave ruin in your wake, you leave lessons. Lessons etched into the minds of all who witness your rise, all who dare to doubt you. You don't just defeat them, you redefine what it means to be unstoppable. You are not the storm they fear, you're the storm they'll never forget. So go ahead, walk tall, smile boldly. Let the world bring its challengers, its schemers, its doubters. They'll learn, as all the others did, that this game, your game, isn't one they'll ever win. Because you, my audience, are not here to play. You're here to reign. And here's the beauty of it all. My unshakable audience, when you reign, you do so without ever needing a crown or a throne. Your power isn't in symbols, it's in presence. It's in the way the air shifts when you walk into a room, the way conversations falter when your name is mentioned. You don't command respect, you are respect. And for those who doubted, for those who dared, their silence now speaks louder than their arrogance ever could. Because here's the truth, the storm doesn't announce itself. It doesn't scream or shout. It moves silently, steadily, until it's too late to escape. That's the essence of your power. You don't chase recognition. You don't beg for validation. You let your actions carve your legacy. And when the dust settles, when the doubters are left picking up the pieces of their pride, they'll realize what the wise have always known: some forces can't be stopped, can't be challenged, and can't be ignored. Now, let me tell you something no one ever admits. The world in its chaos needs people like you. It needs storms to clear the path, to shake the foundations, to remind the complacent that greatness doesn't yield. It doesn't beg. It doesn't fold. It rises unapologetic and unrelenting. That's who you are, a force of nature, a disruptor of mediocrity. And those who try to stand in your way, they're not adversaries, they're lessons, stepping stones on the path to your greatness. So let them come. Let them doubt. Let them think they can outwit, outrun, or outlast you. Because you've proven time and time again that the storm isn't just a moment, it's eternal. It's relentless. It's you. And while they struggle to rebuild, while they whisper their warnings to others, you'll be moving forward undaunted, unbothered, and unstoppable. The world may not always understand your strength, but it will always feel it. And that's the mark of true power, not in the noise you make, but in the silence you leave behind when the storm passes. So, my audience, remember this: you're not just playing their game, you're redefining it. Every step, every move, every breath you take reminds the world of one unshakable truth: you're not just a storm, they'll never survive your aftermath.